And I just remembered why Checkon is like showing up as a like Amiga. You can when they are doing that shit, you can be raped by God. And I just I don't know why he have said that shit. I'm pretty much sure that was a Korean. Matthew, right? Matthew have said that shit because you are nothing different from me. You become God just like me, right? I do remember, but I remembered another thing this morning uh, that we had to did. I don't know how and when, but either in my dream or spiritual, if it's a spiritual conversation, I would remember. How come I could remember this kind of thing? But I didn't remember this morning while making coffee that he will gonna stick here as my spiritual sexual partner because we had to teach some lesson. Hmm? I fancy him, he fancy me, I guess. Huh? And instead of picturing of some other random stupid asshole like a Cardi B or like some kind of corny or what the fuck, um, uh, if we match it, we can picture each other developing sexual fantasy, right? And spiritually, right? Um, and then and then we met it. It's just like it's not physical thing. Actually, physical thing really matters. I have never seen him if that dude who showed up at the airport was a real checker. Huh? Yeah, I like it. But you know what? I'm too old, right? I'm too old. He's too young. And then and I didn't give a shit about a little bit maybe that kind of restriction, but I do remember if it's like a protection, right? Because Matthew and this matrix system, which forces you to have a wrong partner, it's like a picturing of someone they have chosen to develop sexual fantasy, which was like Ken Lalas, Brandon Lee Hoffman. They are all rapists, am I right? So instead of being processed in this sexual manufacturer, and we have made a deal to picture each other, to develop sexual fantasy, and if one of us or two of us want to uh, want to meet up in real life, we would, but it can be totally cancelled. It's just a spiritual thing. So actually, it's like more like seeing some celebrity and developing fantasy as a fan, but not that media shitty celebrity who intentionally manipulate your uh, future perfect partner. That's what Matrix is like. And when Brandon Lee Hoffman invaded my house with a hidden camera and shit, yeah, the cheaters who drugged me. Yeah, he drugged me Viagra so that he can make me believe that I was like sexually aroused, just like he was like by this some shitty system or something. Anyway, so you cannot be forced to uh, be sexually aroused by this spiritual thing. Okay, okay, not gonna happen. Anyway, so I remember you gotta find the check on and shit because French people keep sending me Thomas and there must be something and they were I think they he might be my perfect partner, and shit. I do remember that shit. So, yeah, nothing was so sure, but it was like a protection for me, for him also, because if two of us are that important enough to make people cry, yell, 재경, 재건. You hear, I heard everywhere, you know. So yeah, that's it. That's just like spiritual sexual protection against this matrix system. I for determine the time. It's not easy to translate it in English. Attends, déterminer. Yeah. So yeah, that goes like that. It's like a contractual protection for each other until we break totally, entirely this system. So technically, none of you actually are safe for this mess up. The crocodile, just like a crocodile, that shit. Yeah, I do remember. There is no comment to add about this episode, right? Yeah. So none of us. So check on you all remembered that shit. How come? When I don't remember any of that until the time comes. Is that programmed or something like that? Anyway, so you all, yeah, it's a convenient for me, but yeah, so there's no but I don't like me looking like a checker, to be honest, because until now we are not couple, right? So sometimes it's too much. So can you adjust a little bit? When I see me looking like checker, I never do that. I never do that. Even if I become couple, I wouldn't do that. Okay. People stop doing this if it's like a check-on team who make me look like a check-on. It's a minus. I hate more, which means I hate to check more. You know, we don't really necessarily to look like totally your future partner or shit. You know, I don't want to look like that, and. When I see myself changing right now, if he's my guy, there is no fucking way I would like do that shit. No. That makes a wrinkle, okay? Change your habit or like, don't make me do that shit, okay? That's how I become young and younger and younger. It's nothing like other Asian discussing plastic surgery people without facial expression. That's too much, right? When you're saying, Anyway, that's it. I just needed to talk because my neck is hurting because I didn't talk a lot recently. I wanna go swimming pool, my private swimming pool. I feel chubby. I cannot digest. And I vomit sometimes food. You know. I need a private pool. Don't do that! Don't do that. Seriously, don't do that. I wanna stay cute, just like who I am. Besides, you never know you become my partner. It's more like the opposite.